Today, you're connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning and welcome to the Daily Journal's Newsbreak for Monday, January 23rd. I'm Derek Russell. Remember, you can watch Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. at djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. First on today's show, let's take a look at the weather, courtesy of Weather Underground. We should get a break from rain this week with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 52 and a low of 37. Your 3-day outlook, Tuesday calls for a high of 63 and a low of 52 with a 10% chance of rain. Wednesday, partly cloudy with a 10% chance of rain and a high of 64 and a low of 37. And Thursday should be clear with a high of 50 and a low of 32. For more weather, visit djournal.com/weather. Our top stories for today: the 150-member Tupelo High School band graced the streets of Washington, D.C. on Friday evening as part of Donald J. Trump's inauguration. Making their way down Pennsylvania Avenue after a mostly misty day, band members marched past the platform where Trump, members of his family, and national leaders watched. As the band neared the platform, the parade announcer proclaimed those in attendance were in for a huge treat for the band from Tupelo, Mississippi. President Trump watched as members of the band and cheerleading team performed. The band played a patriotic medley titled Tribute to America. THS senior Austin Kuhn called the experience absolutely amazing. He said it is something that he and the other members on the trip will never forget. Tupelo band director Rick Murphy said he was proud of the band's performance and how well each member represented Tupelo. Hospital emergency departments across northeast Mississippi are looking hard at how they use opioid pain medication. Although Mississippi has not experienced the wave of overdose deaths that other states have seen in recent years, the state has an extremely high level of opioid prescriptions written each year. Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle in Columbus implemented new policies on using opioid medications like Percocet, Norco, and Demerol in its emergency department. Chronic pain will no longer be treated with opioids. Instead, doctors will use alternative treatments to relieve pain. North Mississippi Medical Center in Tupelo has seen its protocols evolve to include alternatives to opioids where possible. It also uses the lowest effective doses and shortest courses for acute pain. It is extremely rare a patient would leave the North Mississippi Medical Center emergency department with an opioid prescription of more than 7 days. Construction of new homes is underway in Tupelo's Fair Park district. The work is part of a broad vision to integrate a residential area into the city's downtown. That plan has only been partially realized, and its future direction is somewhat unknown. The Tupelo Redevelopment Agency recently sold one of the remaining single-family lots within the housing area located to the south of City Hall. Construction of a new home is underway on that lot. TRA also recently sold another single-family lot, and construction is expected to begin later this spring. These are the last lots available within the first wave of planned residential building. Fair Park redevelopment efforts were launched in 1999 and used $22.7 million of money generated by the city through bonds. The area now includes multiple restaurants, an upscale hotel, businesses, and the Tupelo City Hall. And in sports, the Ole Miss men's basketball team got a road win at Missouri on Saturday, while Mississippi State lost at Tennessee. The Rebels were led by Sebastian Saez's third consecutive double-double. Saez had 19 points and 10 rebounds in Ole Miss's 75-71 win. Terrence Davis also scored 18 points, and DeAndre Burnett added 14. Ole Miss hosts Texas A&M on Wednesday. Tennessee scored 54 points in the second half to defeat Mississippi State 91-74. Tennessee's rally erased an early Bulldog lead. The Volunteers also won the rebounding battle, despite Mississippi State's size advantage. Up next, the Bulldogs will host Missouri on Wednesday. That's it for Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings that gives you news courtesy of the Daily Journal off the page and on the go. We also have the Memo podcast, which delves deeper into the local news of Northeast Mississippi with analysis and commentary. You can listen at memo.djournal.com or wherever podcasts can be downloaded. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found online at djournal.com, where you can also find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. Have a great Monday.